Welcome to the Cap Guy Show, starring JT and the Cap Guy. Now here's the Cap Guy.
Good morning. Welcome back to the Cap Guy and JT Show. Today I'm going to share my numbers for 2021. In 2020, I made about $98,700 in sales. Not profit. I profited about $39,000 last year. That's money in my pocket after fees, cost of goods, all that kind of stuff. So this year I did better, but I worked 7 days a week as I always do. And as somebody said, do I ever sleep? Yeah, I've actually backed off from when I first went full time, when I was working 16-hour days, 7 days a week. I don't put in those kind of hours anymore, and you don't have to be successful. But you do need to be consistent with listing, the things that you source, what you pay for it, all that good stuff. And I'm going to put out a disclaimer. Please don't compare yourself to me or any other YouTuber or reseller and how much money they made. It's all about the profit. It's all about what you want out of this, whether it's to pay for your family to subsist and or just extra money, like in my case, in the majority of it, extra money to put away to do things I want to do or buy things I want to buy, go places I want to go. So we're all different. Please don't compare yourself, your sales or your profits or anything else to anyone else. You do need to put in effort. If you're going to do this, you need to put in the effort. You need to be consistent in listing, et cetera, regardless of the platform, especially eBay, which is my only 99.99% of my platform is eBay, and I currently have over 4,700 items on eBay. Again, you don't have to have that many to be successful, but I'm going to show you what I did last year and what can be attainable. Again, profits are going to vary depending on what you're paying for the items, how many sales you have, et cetera, your fees, your promotions that you do. On eBay, they really like the promoted listings. And I did that for a good part of 2021, especially the latter part, to the tune of 20 to 25% of my money went to eBay. They're always going to get theirs. So let's get into the numbers, and I'll show you what I did. And again, please don't compare yourself to anyone else. This is just me showing you how I did. Okay, for 2021, from January 1st to December 31st, I did $119,813.45 in sales, up 24.5% from the previous year. And in that previous year, my number one seller was ball caps. I made over $5,000 in ball caps. But this year, it was video games and consoles. So of that, eBay collected $6,226.35 in taxes. That's money I don't see. My selling costs were $37,532.77, the 31% of my money. So my net sales were $76,054.33, up 22.3% over, again, 2020. I sold 3,469 items, again, up 10.7%. My average sales price per item is $34.54, which is better by 12.5%, which means I either sold stuff for really good money or I sourced a little bit better. I won't say it's the latter because sometimes I buy bundle deals and not everything's valuable in those bundle deals. The key to those is to get the good stuff out, get your profit back quick, and the rest is gravy or profit in your pocket. Via auction, which I don't do many auctions, $39.95. Typically, I do auctions on rare items or items that I don't know the value that I think may have some really good value. So I don't do a lot of those. And my regular sales, my buy it now, getting that impulse buyer, are $115, $818, $45. And the breakdown, there you go. Now, new buyers is 98.6%. And for most people, that's going to be the way that is. There was a little bit of repeat buyers, so that's not a big category. By category, a couple of these repeat, and I'm not sure how I have this, but video games and consoles, you can see I did $19,000 or 16% of my sales. But then there's another category for it where I did another 3% and $4,100. Clothing is a big one because I do a lot of clothing and shoes, etc., etc. Then we get into the fees down here. Of that 37,532.77, that was my fees and labels. 18,717.76 was fees, and 18,815.01 is my labels, shipping labels. So on the promoted, which I do a lot of, you can see that 484% increase because I wasn't doing a lot of promoted the year before, and it's 57.7% of my sales. So promoted is definitely a way you want to go. It's kind of almost always the only thing you can do now, because eBay, from a lot of people that I hear about, don't get a lot of views or sales if they're not doing promotions of some type. Organic sales, you can see, is down 39.9%. And there you go. When it was all said and done, $82,280.68 is what I netted from this. But that's not profit, folks. You still have to do your taxes. You have to pull out your cost of goods, and I don't have that number yet, but I will once I do my taxes here soon. Your cost of goods, your supplies. But keep in mind that if you're doing this kind of number, you're going to have a lot of write-offs depending on what else is going on in your life, if you own a home or et cetera, et cetera. I'm not a CPA, but I have somebody that is very knowledgeable in this area, and she does my taxes for me. So last year I paid in about $9,000 when it was all said and done. And yeah, you can make money at this, but you got to keep good records. You got to know what you're spending. You got to know what you're selling, and your mileage, your fuel, because you can use one or the other, and your donations. You don't forget to donate and get receipts. Keep receipts for all the things that you do, even yard sales. I make notes on my yard sales to let people know, or for me to know what I spent at those yard sales as I go each day that I'm doing them, or estate sales, etc. You want to keep good records, and all that helps you in the end. Your phone bill, things that you buy like computers and GoPros, and all those things are tax write-offs to a certain degree. So make sure that you keep all the receipts. And towards the end of the year, if you look like you're going to be in some heavy tax burden, then buy some of those things that you need to buy to help give you the discounts and upgrade yourself to your business to keep it rolling into the new year. And for me this year, I bought a new computer. I bought a cleaning machine, a disc cleaning machine, because I do sell a lot of video games and things like that. And then always your supplies, tape, boxes, etc., etc. So I hope I helped you. Again, this is not to be bragging or anything. This is just to show you what, with some effort, you can do. And after I do my taxes, then I'll know what my real number is when I pull out the cost and all my deductions, et cetera, et cetera. But it's all about making money, and you also have to weigh the time that you put into it. Is it enough for the effort that you're putting in to get back what you're putting into it? And is it helping your family and you to do the things that you want to do? And remember, when you do this full time and you are living off this money, it gives you the freedom to do things you want to do, like take your kids to school, go to their functions. If you're older like me, to be able to attend your grandkids' functions, your kids' functions. And if you want to go on a trip, you can do it, and you don't have to worry about where's the money going to come from. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate you, and we will talk to you on the next video.